Line a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your
Greasy cocks and lubed up buttholes. That's what my garage is all about.
bets now, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, scrap, mark 4. Line a winner. Got a hot hand.
God damn.
Line a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4, and he made it the hard way. Pay the front line, take the hard.
What's this?
Have a shooter and a
Oh!
coming out for a new point. Get your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting point is 9.
Wuthering Waves, the supposed game that we chronically mentally ill gacha fans have been waiting for. Us gacha gamers addicts finally have a new game where we can sink thousands of dollars into our favorite PNGs. The next gacha game to fully replace Genshin Impact and become the next king in gacha games, as that crown has been in constant battle with Genshin, Arknights, and Fates. There's some other gachas I can mention, but I'm not gonna bother, as I'm already gonna receive enough hate from just saying that top 3. I don't care what you think about this top 3, I just googled top 3 gacha games, went to Reddit, and said that. So if you're gonna blame anyone, don't blame me, blame the Reddit guy. But besides that, let's cut the app and finally start talking about Wuthering Waves. And what's so different about this game compared to all these gacha games, and why people are believing it will become the next big gacha game. Also, if you do enjoy this video, why not hit follow and sub for more videos? Alright, that's it for myself. Let's do it. Before even playing the game, I downloaded the game on Epic Games, hoping it'd be easy to use like any other gacha game, but no! Apparently I was wrong! Every time I started the game, I kept getting a fatal error. No clue what to do, I had to constantly search online for fixes, only to be given hundreds of tutorials of no one talking and slow as fuck subtitles and someone pulling on Google Docs for every step. Not only that, the fixes didn't work for me. I literally had to leave it for the next day. I literally gave up. Hoping it would work, I got the standalone launcher on their website and that just worked. There was no problems, it was literally none. Downloaded, pressed play, and it worked like a charm. Pretty weird, but Wuthering Waves definitely loses some points for me for that, but that could just be the Epic Games launcher literally railing me.
Fucking piece of meat.
But anyways, enough of me railing about the launchers. Let's get into the nitty gritty about this game for what I've played so far. For what I know, this world is set a post-apocalyptic world. Despite having these crazy control rooms, advanced technology, guns, cars, and other contraptions, bro, we won't get into that. That's too much to really look into. Now, there's a bunch of cities scattered across this world with strange creatures and monsters that just casually roam and just jump random people whenever they feel slightly threatened. Like other gachas, you also got to choose your character MC, that either being a male or female. So essentially, being a normal guy in another world with his own harem, or the sexy with thigh highs, thigh straps, amazing design, cute as fuck, beautiful, sexy, attractive, and sexy, filled with the same harem, but with women. After finally deciding if you want to be respectful or degenerate, you can finally spawn with this strange god doing something in the sky. Randomly get born, I guess. She has the same funny light in her hand like Kafka did in Honkai Star Rail, and she basically flicks you off to Solar Stash Free. Yes, that's the name of the place you're going to. After getting flinged to Solar Stash Free, you're unconscious when you get woken up by 2 absolute baddies! It's on her bow, that's where it is. Okay, I don't know where that was.
What is that?
That's like their mark that shows they have like some type of power.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone has it. Yeah, it's a part of the lore, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, buddy, you don't get it. You don't get the lore. No,
So your story begins. You walk around, fight some enemies, see some silly dragons, some weird religion, get confused, go to the main city, and essentially get no answers until this random lady on a hologram can help you. But you have to wait 3 days for that. And also from a couple more hours I've been putting in. So far, you're trying to figure out who you are, trying to recover your memories, and why you are such an important person, why these certain people are trying to hunt you. Now, this world is big, and I mean big. It will definitely get bigger in the future, but seeing how it is now, it's a lot to take in. Essentially, to unlock these hidden zones, go to these checkpoints in cities called Resonance Nexus. You can also find them scattered around the map. This goes with the same with fast travel with Resonance Beacons. find these small satellites, and you can travel anywhere you like quickly.
What's up, man?
Now all the boring as fuck yap story fest and map travel is over, I can now talk about the more exciting stuff, such as the combat, which I'm actually really surprised about and did not expect the amount of action they did with the combat. And to be honest, I really love this fucking fighting style, it's so much fun.
Looks interesting. It just sucks to have to play a gacha game to get it.
You still have your basic attack, your charge attack, skills, ult. However, in Wuthering Waves, when you're fighting enemies, there's a bubble that activates on other characters that aren't fighting. When this is active and you switch, you can perform a follow-up combo attack to your enemy. Your character will actually swoop in and take over the battle into a unique attack animation and deal small bonus damage to your enemy. This is the same thing when you switch normally and you can do follow-up attacks against your enemies. Kind of like this clip I'm showing. Of course you have the dodge, which is just renamed to evasion. Where you evade, it actually moves you backwards, or in whatever direction you're moving. And there's also one more thing. If you get a perfect dodge, you'll be able to do like a near automatic 2B move, and you can phase through the attack and not take any damage. It will take a bit of stamina, but it's the best way to get like the perfect dodge and then not take any damage. Another really cool feature is a parry. Now if you're really familiar with like Dark Souls, where it's very common to parry enemies, you can do the same in this game. However, it has two circles, one that tells you when you need to time your parry, and another that closes so you can time your parry. Now, only certain enemies like bosses it will appear for to give you an extra hand, but enemies you see in the wild don't have the circle. So good luck. Work on your timing, because I know you're gonna fuck up for like first 50 times. For all I know, it's probably only a circle for the tutorial and like 2 early game bosses, and it goes away after that. I don't know, I don't care, but it's really awesome that this game has a parry system, and I can abuse and brutally ruin my enemies with it.
I killed myself with my own ability.
You see, Bach is like you wouldn't understand. And there's like little drawbacks, except myself being absolutely garbage at timing, because I suck at parrying. The final thing is that when you start these bosses that spawn, beat them, then they can become an echo. And for some reason, you can absorb them into your body itself. You absorb them, you can summon those enemies that you beat and put them on your team. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of look like personas from Persona 5. Now, don't get me wrong, that sounds really cool. Being able to defeat these monsters in the wild, make them echoes, and add them to your artifact sets. But that's the problem. That's basically how you're gonna farm for artifacts. Like every other gacha, no matter what, you need to grind some type of domain, some type of dungeon, whatever, just so you can get the best stats for your character. And this is literally the same. It's a rinse and repeat of a lot of other games, of a lot of other gacha games that do the same thing. I think a lot of people were expecting for Wuthering Waves to be really different in like every possible way, but you really look into it deeply. It takes a lot of inspiration from games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Impact Third, Portal 2, Nier Automata, Persona, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, the JoJo game. All of these games I just said are like weird functions that are in Wuthering Waves. It's like a series of different games mixed into one game that makes Wuthering Waves. And there's always going to be that big loop of constant grinding. No matter what gacha game you play, it's inevitable. You're going to grind. Games like Genshin Impact are really showing this, I feel. There's a massive grind, and the only way you can really be good in the game is if you make it a fucking 9 to 5. Games like Honkai Star Rail are doing a bit better in this aspect. Maybe because Honkai Star Rail actually care about their fan base, giving them stuff that they want, free 5-star, free pools, amazing events, replayability of older events, and also allowing so much extra features and so much ease to grinding and farming. They literally have additional materials just for farming, so you can rejuvenate your resin or your farming material and you can get back into it straight away. It's amazing. But with Genshin, it's so repetitive, and if you miss a day, you're basically screwed. You have to be on there every day, like a 9 to 5, grinding your materials, artifacts, and other bullshit. This character just does it on her own. Oh my god. Jesus.
What? Fucking helium balloons, bro. Jesus.
Now, to quickly go over the characters, overall, they are amazing when it comes to the design. I don't know what it is with all these Chinese gacha companies, but they know how to make their characters. Like, look at Rover, the main character. She is sexy. She's amazing. Now, I won't lie, it's not the most flashy outfits. They definitely put more effort in, But I do like the really sleek, low-key designs of the characters. Having your one main color, and then having it black and white. It all works really well, and all the characters, in my opinion, look amazing. They look really clean. But a lot of these female characters, the clip at the start explains, man. Arrest this British motherfucker right now. Now, something interesting I noticed was in the team comps, usually gacha games I played, you can only have 4 units. However, in this game, you can only use 3. When it comes to picking your teams, make sure you pick wisely, or you're gonna get railed by the Tesla car monster. Such as a grapple hook from getting through cities, a sensor to help you guide you through your certain quests, a levitator to move certain objects. I love the grapple so much, it's so incredibly fun, and can also be used in combat to dodge or do mid-air attacks. Now, the moment I think every gacha world waits for is the summons. That's right, I know you're gambling, I was waiting for this. Let's go gambling! Aw, damn it, aw, damn it, aw, damn it. Now, to sum up the wish system really easily and quick, it's the same as every other gacha game, which is but is named as convenient. You have your normal standard banner, your featured banner, and your weapon banner. Now, something interesting about this game, what I've noticed when I started playing, when you start the game, you actually get a free 5-star that you can choose for yourself. You also get the free ticket for it, which is pretty nice of them. After that, you can actually choose the next 5-star you want. Obviously, you won't get it for free, you will have to build your pity and summon for them, but it's really cool how you can literally choose for which 5-star you want. And of course, the wish and pity system are basically the same. You just gotta go up to 80, and hopefully you don't lose your fucking 50-50, and you won't have to use that card. We ain't got the time for that, bruv. We're starved to death. Now, something I do like about this game, I'm very, very grateful Wuthering is doing this, and it's about the weapon banner. With each banner, it has its own currency, and the weapon banner has its own currency also. But it doesn't matter, you can just use your asteroids, it's the same shit. The best part about the weapon banner is, you're guaranteed. If it's the featured weapon banner, you are guaranteed to get that weapon. Which is, oh my god. Every gacha game I've played, it's just, I'm not pulling for the weapon, wasted my time, Primo, Stella Jades, whatever, not worth it. But in this game, if it's guaranteed I'm gonna get the feature weapon, I'm gonna pull for it. That's amazing. In my opinion, Wuthering's done a really good job when it comes to the summoning zone. Of course, it's still the same shit, obviously, but when it comes to the weapon banners, having it guaranteed for all players is a really big step. I think it's also awesome. It's gonna bring a lot of new players in when they hear about it. That's it. I think I've covered everything. I definitely missed a lot of vital information about the game, but I don't have infinite time, and I can't play this game 20 hours a day like some people. In summary, my opinion on Wuthering Waves right now, will it become the next big gacha game? Honestly, yes. I genuinely do think so. I'm gonna use Genshin Impact as a reference, as I feel that's the main competitor that everyone is seeing. I would say right now, Wuthering Waves is in a really good spot to overtake Genshin, and probably by this year. I would 100% say by the end of this year, Wuthering Waves could probably be a better game than Genshin. We've all seen Genshin Impact. It's in probably the worst state. No one's really playing it. Viewerships are down for Genshin. 4.7 is cool. We got the Dino guys, but that's about it. We got new resin. After 3 years, the value of like gaming life in that game is just so heavily dragged out. There's no endgame content in sight, and I just don't know anymore, to be honest. Wuthering Waves, with how they've done everything, in my opinion, the gameplay, the characters, the story, don't get me wrong, it's basically a copy of Genshin. There's so many minor and major things that Wuthering Waves has managed to do 10 times better compared to Genshin. Now obviously they could fall off. Don't get me wrong, they could absolutely fall off and do shit. But if Wuthering Waves stays consistent, hopefully they will become one of the best gacha games. Because right now, I'm enjoying this game way too much. It's so much fun. Everything's amazing about it. But I think that's enough of me yapping. Thank you guys for watching this video. That's been me. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
I put the penis in my mouth, like an attack, I go down south. How I suck that dick, I'm proud. Suck it, I take, I got no reason.